I am live. Hello to everyone joining. You're joining on YouTube. Welcome if you're joining on Facebook from my direct page, or you're joining on or face from our Facebook group, Business Success Club. Welcome. So tonight we're going to have a conversation about how it is that we can stop being busy, because that's a thing for us and we're hearing it a lot. Stop being busy and really develop those habits that's needed so you can experience success, because that is what it's all about. So I w- I often hear from entrepreneurs, those who have been where I am and where you are, and they're experiencing some high levels of growth and success. One of the things that they share a lot is that it's easy. And we say to ourselves, it can't be easy because what we are experiencing right now is far from easy. Like, there's nothing easy about what's happening in our lives. Like, we are the CEO, we are the marketing officer, we are just everything to our business. And we're thinking to ourselves that there's nothing easy about this. So, how do we generate the results? How do we stop being busy and generate some results? And that's what we're going to be talking about quickly tonight. No, I'm going to give you three things that you can do. I'm sure there's a long list. And if you're watching this live, if you're watching the recording, go ahead and just going to bring up the comments so I can see. Go ahead and drop your comments as to some of the other things that you have been able to do to not being busy. As a society, sometimes we make this thing about busy as if it's something great. Oh, I'm so busy. There's something great about being busy. It's if you're generating the results now, you are focused on doing something. Well, busy is not a term that we want to just throw around. So the first thing I want to encourage you as entrepreneurs to do is pick one thing. I know you're bright. I know you are smart. I know you are a serial entrepreneur. I know you generate ideas like this. Pick one thing. And this is something that you hear so often. Pick one thing, be focused at it, and see the results come. What's happening for us is we start doing one thing and then we jump off and we start doing something else. And this happens because we are not focused. And we hear others share, oh, I'm over here doing this, and you pause what you're doing and you jump over here and you're doing that. Oh, I'm doing this and I'm generating results. Pick one thing. What is your one thing? What's the one thing that you can do right now that can drive your business from point A to point B? Pick that one thing, stay focused at it, and see the results. And the results may be positive, it may be negative, it may be in between, you name it. But at least when you get the results, you're able to assess it and you're able to make decisions about how it is that you move forward. I say this a lot. Large organizations, that's what they do. They're not able to move the mountain. I shared this on a live, I think I did on Instagram last night. Move stones. You can't move the mountain right now by yourself, but you can pick up a stone and you can move it. Slowly you're doing it, and then you have a pile. So pick one thing and make a decision that this is the one thing that you're going to focus on. When you have a lot of things doing, your brain is all over the place. That is why we encourage that you do a vision board. When you have a vision board, you can see in front of you, these are the goals that I'm going after. These are the things I'm focused on. Yes, I know I may want to do X, Y, and Z, but for right now, this is what I'm going to be doing. I can give an example. When I was going to university, I knew that I wanted to do, as in my first degree, I knew I wanted to do my second degree. There are some things I just couldn't participate in. There are some places I just could not go, some things I couldn't buy because I was saving for that. So pick one thing. In my business, I'm working on developing my course. That's what I'm focused on. I know there are many other things that I could be doing, but for right now, I am focused on developing my course. So the first thing you want to do is to stop being busy and generating results. Pick one thing. I was listening to someone on Instagram. She's a boss lady. We talk about having multiple streams of income. And I think that is where so many of us get confused, because we believe that we need to have all multiple streams of income one time. Build something, then you build something else, and you build something else. So at least, when you're moving on to doing other things, you would have streamlined how the other businesses are operating. The second thing I want you to do, which is not magic, and you don't need a certification to do it. You don't need to be an expert to do it, and that is develop good habits. Now, these habits can be developed anywhere. I can give you another example. I almost didn't come on tonight because I'm tired. And I'm like, I have some other work to do. So maybe I can do this live another time. I'm like, no, that I'm not developing a habit where based on my feeling, I'm not going to do something. I made a commitment to myself and to my business to show up, and I'm going to show up. And we do this so often as entrepreneurs, especially if you were employed in a corporate in the corporate world before. If your boss wanted something, you would stay up until midnight. You would put off hanging out with your friends, you would put off even hanging out with your family so you can get your business going. So therefore, I'm like, you know what? I'm showing up, and we find all sorts of excuses as to why we can't do something. For me, it was, oh my God, I've had a long day. I'm working on a project, so therefore, I wasn't able to promote it through my emails. I wasn't able to promote it on social media, so I'm just going to show up. And I'm like, I get to show up. And while I was getting ready to show up, I'm like, what I can do is tomorrow I can just send an email to my email group and just have them watch the replay, and the work continues. I am not developing the habits of not doing something. And you can develop these habits by different things. It can be you going to the gym. Did you commit to going to the gym? How often did you commit to going to the gym? Do you have a habit of making commitments and canceling them? Because I bet you the habits that you develop and you have in your regular life, those are going to translate in your business life. So develop habits, and these habits are you're pushing through whether or not you're seeing the results. You're going to the gym, you may be going to the gym for a year, you may not be seeing the results that you want. You don't stop, you continue going, and then you assess and you say, okay, why am I not seeing the results? Maybe I also need to change my diet. Maybe the workout I'm doing is not working for me. Maybe I need to get a trainer. There are different things, but develop the habit of continuing to do things. And there are so many habits that we can develop. But as entrepreneurs, we need to develop those habits that's going to help us to move our business from point A to point B, and stop canceling and stop, moving just off feelings, because your feelings will come and go, and they come out of nowhere sometimes, and so you have to develop that habit of, I know outside is dark. I know it's jet black, and I'm talking from personal experience, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the gym. And I'm going not just because of weight or any health reasons. Yes, I like how I feel when I work out, but I am conditioning my mind to move when I want to move. I am not just going to snooze and lie down when I feel that, but I'm conditioning my mind to move. So the first thing was, you got to pick one thing. And I said before, if you're just joining, I know you're smart. I know you are spitting out results left, right, and center, ideas left, right, and center. But pick one thing that you're going to be working on. The second thing is you're going to work on your habits. And you can choose to work on your habits by doing different things. You may make a commitment that I'm going to show up live on one of my social media page for 1 minute 3 times per week. That is helping you to be committed to doing something, even if the circumstances isn't perfect or the situation isn't perfect. Because as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, that is going to happen all the time. What do you do when you're in that situation? So that's the second thing. The third thing I want you to remember is that if you want to generate results, you need to ask for feedback. And guys, these are not the only things. There are many more, but I wanted to just address these three tonight. Ask for feedback. We are busy because we are running all around trying to do things when the answers are right there. And you can get the feedback from anywhere. You can get the feedback from the persons who follow you on social media. I did this activity once, and it was just mind blowing how much feedback I got. I went on my post. I looked for persons who interacted with my post. They may have liked, they may have commented. And these are people that I don't know outside of my friends and my family. And I messaged them and I said, hey, do you have a minute? I just want to pick your brain and ask you something. I'm not selling anything. I just want to get some feedback from you. I shared with them what I did, and I asked if that is something that could serve them. And I got some valuable feedback. I got feedback such as, oh, Michelle, I saw your bio, and that's not what I got from what I read in your bio. Or, I think this is an excellent thing that you're doing. Here's a market that you can go into. The people that can give us feedback about what we really need to do, we're not talking to them. We're talking to our friends sometimes who are caressing our our ego and telling us how proud they are of us, and that is true, and that is welcome. But we need to be talking to persons as well who we do not know, who don't know us, and who are willing to say to us, listen, this is what you need to do, this is what you can do, and these are some other markets that you can enter. Also, talk to your customers, whether you did something for them for free or your friends and your family. Talk to them. Ask them, read what you plan to say, read your emails. You have a new course that you're putting out. Ask them if they think that this is something that people would purchase. Ask them, look at my page. If you didn't know me, would you go on it? You purchased something from me the other day. How did you feel about it? What can I do to improve? We are busy because we think in order to generate results, we need to go out there and design new things. And we are busy trying to design those new things when we have answers right in front of us. If you have an email list, survey your audience, send them an email, let them know, hey, I'm just checking in. What are some of the greatest concerns that you have about your business this year going into 2023? From 2022, what didn't work for you? What would you like to change? Ask your current audience for feedback. So you can go on social media, look for persons who interacted with your post, send them a message, ask them to have 10 or 20 minutes, then you send them a link to your calendar, have them schedule a meeting and just talk to them. Feedback, because right there and then you're getting real valuable information that can help you to make decisions on what to do instead of you going out and just doing things arbitrarily on your own. So I wanted to share those 3 things with you that you can use to stop being busy and start being focused so you can generate results. Focus on one thing. I know somebody, all he does is eyebrows, and he has a lot of clients and he's always booked. He's doing one thing. Could he be doing eyelash? Maybe, I'm sure. But guess what? He's just doing one thing. I know a lady, all she does is she does alteration on clothes. Could she be sewing as well? Of course she could be. But she decided she's just going to be focused on one thing. When you focus on that one thing, it gives you put all your attention to it. You're going to develop habits because you need habits. You need those successful habits that are going to help you to drive that one thing that you've agreed on to success. And then the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to ask your audience for feedback. Those who are current, those who are you've done something free for them your friends and your family, ask them for feedback, because the juice that we need is right here, and we are leaving it on the table and being busy. So I don't want you to be busy and suffer burnout. So let me know. Thank you, Diana. Let me know if this helped. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and go ahead and share. Show up for your business, show up for yourself, show up for what it is that is valuable, and you've been given a gift to serve others. So show up and show out. So that is what I'm sharing with you this evening. Go ahead, if you're joining me on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with someone. It's quite short, 15 minutes at most, so they can listen to it and try and implement at least one of the things. And let me know if it works. For those who are joining on Facebook, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and make your comments as well. And thank you guys for coming on. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye.